What's up, guys? How you doing? This is the Mystifier. Today we have a nice effect. This is the nice little effect that sets up for a nice trick. This is one of those effects where you have the card returned, or let me rephrase it. You have a card selected, taken out. They could sign it because it's always the same card. That shouldn't be worried, with this trick. You have returned, and it's the only card facing down in the whole face-up pack. And the reason is why I'm going to reveal it to you today is because it's a different looking effect than most of the effects that, we normally teach. So, it's going to be a little cool to teach this trick. You could do it with multiple cards. You could do it with 2 cards. I'm going to do it with 2 cards. And sort of, if you want to say, this is sort of like an impromptu version of cheek to cheek. Cheek to cheek is where you gimmick cards where they're double backers, and half of them are, have backs and stuff like that. So we'll talk about that in a minute. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into the best reversal move I have seen so far in Magic. Okay, so we're gonna have a card selected here. We are going to have this card, so the Ace of Heart, and say stop. Okay, so the Ace and the 10 of Heart. So I'll set those cards down. So for the Ace of Heart, I'll just set the Ace of Heart down there, and I'll set that one right in the middle. And then we're going to take the 10, I'll set that on top, and we'll use the 10 right in the middle, just like that. So now these cards should be lost about, someplace in the middle. I'm going to actually try this trick with the cards face up and see if I can actually find our 2 cards that we want. Now if I mix and I just snap, I can actually get 2 cards to actually turn face down, and they actually meet together. Just like that, the Ace of Heart and the 10 of Heart, just like that. See? And we can find them just like such. Thanks for watching. Let's learn how to do it. Alright, so the explanation here. I'm going to be showing this trick explanation with a nice deck. This is the B Titanium pack, so it looks pretty hot. So just so you know what it, because it just looks so nice. Gets a good glare and stuff like that. So, in my last tutorial, I taught you guys a nice move called the slip jog, where it looks like you're taking a card and you put it on top of the pack and you lose it nice and fair into the middle of the deck, nice and showingly. So I'm going to show it to you just like such. Say stop. This card right here, the 8 of diamonds, and it's going to look like you put it in the middle and dribble it in the cards, but it comes back on top. Now I'm not going to teach you how to do it in this video because I already did. But just to, refresh your memory, I'm going to just show it to you. Now, the reverse move that I did was simply getting a break. Yeah, I can't use this deck. It's got to be a deck where you can actually see the borders. But I give a shout out to this deck. It's nice, but I don't want to confuse you guys, So let me use a deck that you could actually see what's going on here. And the deck that I should use is, oh, beautiful. Deck 1. Good. Because it's got borders and stuff like that. Good. So one more time, the move is taking the example 4 of clubs, losing the 4 in the middle, showing it, and it comes to the top. That's move number 1. Move number 2 is having cards selected. So for explanational purposes, I'm going to be using the Ace of Diamonds, and the second card will be the Ace of Hearts, just so it's easier to follow. So, I'm going to force them right now to teach you, or forget I won't force you, because it could be a free choice. But just forcing it, now would be simpler. So you remember the cards. So, alright, pick 2 cards, say stop. Alright, good. You said stop, good. These 2 cards. But they could be from the middle, they could be all different parts of the pack. You could have them, pick their favorite card and memorize it so it's easier for them, stuff like that. Good. So, 2 cards, select the Ace of Heart, Ace of Diamond. First card, I say watch, you're going to put that on the pack. I just do that fake move where I take the bottom packet, and that's control number 1. Then I do the same thing. I say watch the Ace of Diamond. I'm going to take the Ace of Diamond here. You can actually see it up to the very last moment. And I take it, see, I just put it right back in the pack. And I say now it's hopelessly lost. Now the second one I'm going to teach you is the one that reverses the pack in the process of you actually putting the cards from face down to face up. Simply all it is you get a break, and you have your break now, and you're going to get some cards, put them face up right on top of the pack, and I'll actually take the bottom packet and flip those up. And then when you go to reveal, those 2 cards are facing down in the deck. Obviously, you can build it up by doing some slipped cuts, maybe, you know, a one-handed shuffle and snap. And say, after all that mixing, after all that, you know, shuffling, I can actually find 2 cards that actually come together. And, you know, I could build it up by saying 1 card at a time, you know, by doing it 1 card at a time. And say, was the Ace of Diamond your card? So I'll say, yeah, and then they say, was this card the Ace of Heart your card? You know, you could just build it up. And, you know, just make it look nice. Alright, so, here we go one more time for the performance. Alright, let's have a card selected. So, this one right here, and this one right here. I need you to memorize these 2 cards. The King of Heart, the King of Club, and the 6 of Heart. I'm going to take the King, set it on top, just lose it in the pack, just like that. Second card is the 6 of Hearts. So, the King of Club and the 6 of Heart, memorize both of those. Now the object now is to actually get these 2 cards and find them in a different way. Normally people do the trick facing, you know, facing down, or, you know, I can't see the backs and stuff like that, but I'm going to do it facing up so it looks more fair. Watch. I wanted to do the trick facing up, but the 2 cards that you selected, they don't like to follow by the rules, so they were stubborn enough to do it facing down. 2 cards you selected were the King of Heart and the King of Club, King of Club and 6 of Heart. You can show that the selected cards were the 6 of Heart and the King of Club. Nice Jesus Christ, can't even talk. A nice hard-hitting effect here that's simple to do, but hits so hard because it really does look like you are losing that selected card in the middle. That is the big kicker. So, thanks for watching. This is Mystifier, and you've just been mystified with the slip jog and the cheek-to-cheek ungimmicked version reversal move. So, thanks for watching. Peace out. Could have been dead.